Hey, whippersnappers, this is Tortimer the Great. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Pokemon Showdown Subday challenges. We are starting off with Aaron Soris's submission this week because we did Aaron's suggestion of the not fully evolved challenge where you were required to use NFE Pokemon in your teams. And she leads off with her mini Scolipede going up against the Chinchou or Chinchino or whatever this thing is. Chinchou is a fish, I think. I don't know Pokemon names. Don't talk to me. I say Tortuga. But Mini Scolipede goes down, at which point Mini Blastoise comes in, which looks pretty familiar if you guys have watched my Priority Squirtle Squad Little Cup team. Mini Blastoise has some of those flavors going on here. Gets the rapid spin off, which is going to be useful to the team, and then Mini Blastoise gets on out of there, and Mini Scizor comes in and lucks out into an Earthquake, which is perfect. Sets up the Swords Dance, and then is unfortunately going to take his Stone Edge, which is going to take Mini Scizor out of the field. But Mini Blaziken's going to come in, going to start setting up that speed boost here, and going to take an Earthquake, but is going to be able to set up a Swords Dance and continue racking up that speed. They bring in the Lairon, which allows Aaron to baton pass safely into Mini Gastrodon, who is going to continue to set up its status moves. With the Scald there, going to do good work. Endeavor taking it real far down, and unfortunately allowing it to, well, actually, no, I am sorry. I thought that it was dead there for a second. Mini Gastrodon survived that, and was able to set up the recovers and get all of its health back. Double Blade comes in with the Sacred Sword, and Mini Gastrodon gives 0 Fs and continues to set up. Unfortunately, the crit there is going to do some hard damage, but she's got enough defenses set up that she's able to heal on up, no trouble. At this point, she's going to recover one more time, and Double Blade's just going to throw Sacred Sword after Sacred Sword at it, desperately trying to get something going. We got a little bit of a stall thing going on here. I think Aaron's going to win in the end, but she continues to hold out, throwing up the Scald, then the Recover, and just doing what she can. Apparently, they have nothing else that could potentially come at Mini Gastrodon here. And so I think Mini Gastrodon is doing Pickle proud and taking down the Doublade finally, getting some of that going here. Mini Gastrodon's going to set up with another Recover here real quick, and going to take a Burn, which she is going to deal right back to the Weezing. And take some burn damage there. Gonna probably come in here with it. Yep, another Recover. She just does not want to let Mini Gastrodon go. No siree. So the Weezing's gonna continue to throw attacks at Mini Gastrodon and both take burn damage. Although Weezing has a slight advantage with the Black Sludge also ticking at it. But with Mini Gastrodon's defenses and Recover, it's hard to believe that a whole lot's going to really do much that can't be fixed. Weezing throws up the Rest, which is going to throw a little bit of a kink in the plan, so Aaron's going to switch out at that point. Weezing is now asleep and no longer hurt by the burn, so Aaron comes in and starts setting up attack and speed on Mini Blaziken, which is going to be then baton passed into Mini Clefable. Sludge Wave does some decent damage given that Mini Clefable is a fairy type, and Aaron decides to stay in, continuing to throw up her heals and her boosts here as well. I think she's going to be going for a stored power on the Weezing once she gets to that point. And it looks like she's holding out even against the super effective stab Sludge Wave from the Weezing. And now the Will-O-Wisp landing there. Cosmic powers continue to flow in for the Mini Clefable. And she's going to continue to flow in the Cosmic power. Totally shrugging off. That last Sludge Wave did less than 10% of her damage, or her health, which is just ridiculous given the nature of the matchup here. But, you know, when you have 4 times your defenses, it tends to go in your favor. So she's finally being able to throw up those stored powers. which is going to take down the Weezing, no trouble. Hitman Lee comes in at that point, who is essentially just going to be death fodder, because going up against the Stored Power, which is a psychic move, going to be super effective and take the Hitmonlee right on down. And then Jolteon's going to come in at a point where you have 4 times defense and special defense. There's not a whole lot that you're going to really be worried about. And Mini Clefable continues to rip through the rest of the team, killing the Jolteon and winning Erin her NFE challenge. Yeah, so a little bit of a stally battle there, but she did great. Way more patience than I would have had. It's amazing what some of these Pokemon like Mini Gastrodon and Mini Clefable can do with just a little bit of an assist there from the Mini Blaziken. So Erin, thank you so much for the challenge suggestion, and thank you for your submission. As always, links to the contenders who have YouTube channels, link to their channels in the description down below. Let's jump into the next battle, shall we? Here we go. Alright guys, here we go with Vernon Submission for the week. He decided to do his battle in the PU tier. And he led off with his Frogadier, who took some hard hits from the Golem, and then Servine comes in to deal with Golem there. Servine's going to come out with the Survivor, bringing Pawniard in, who is going to valiantly be immune to the Sludge Wave. Unfortunately, not immune to the Flamethrower, and he's going to go down there. Magmar comes in with the Psychic and wrecks Superior or Survivor there, but Ursaring is going to come in and shrug that off just a little bit. I mentioned in Erin's battle that we would be looking in the description down below, and I want to take this time, Vernon, continue to do your thing, buddy, but I want to talk at this point about something else that's in the description down below, and that is a link to a survey that I would be muy apreciado if you guys would fill that out for me. Because at this point in time, we're looking to potentially make some changes to the Tortimer the Great channel. I need to be using my time better. There are some things that seem to not really be connecting with you guys, some things that we have been doing for a very long time, and so as I contemplate direction changes, I want to get your input, because this channel's for you guys. So I really want you guys to go ahead. There's a link to a survey, Monkey survey there. There's like less than 10 questions. Majority of them are multiple choice. And Vernon went ahead and just won his battle there. So good job, Vernon. Staravia came in and got the winning blow there. But let's check out the next battle, and I'll tell you guys a little bit more about the survey that I want you guys to do. So we'll be right back. Alright guys, here we go with longtime sub Thunder Rainbow Submission, and thank you Thunder for submitting once again. I greatly appreciate it. Leads off with Greg to get the rocks going, and goes up against the Volbeat there. So Thunder's going to kind of do his thing here for a minute while I just finish explaining the survey that I'm interested in you guys helping me out with. If you guys have been watching videos this week, well no, when am I putting this up? This might be the first time you're hearing about it. Huzzah! So all this week I'll be reminding you guys, but I've got a survey out there. It's going to be a quick and easy thing for you guys to do, but I'm really going to need you guys' help on this, because as I said, this channel is as much your channel as it is mine, because without you guys, this channel has no need to exist. I can put videos out, but if nobody's watching them, that's a pointless, futile exercise. So, my gosh, this Servine is wrecking house. Look at it ripping through. Look at a not very effective mood, wrecking that Ferroseed, and unfortunately, Servine goes down there. But this survey is really quick. It's just some basic questions. I actually stole most of the questions from our friend Erin Cerise. She had a similar survey out, and I was kind of thinking about it, and I really liked her questions, and so I stole lots of them. But they're all very good. They get to the heart of what you guys would be interested in seeing. And that's really what I want to know. I want to know what kind of games you want to see in the future, you know, what kind of formats, what kind of videos, all these kinds of things. Very simple questions out there. It shouldn't take you guys more than 5 minutes to do this thing, because they are all multiple choice. You guys click on a couple of things. There's a few boxes there for you guys to fill in, but I think that large in a way, it's going to be a quick, easy exercise for you guys. So as we wrap up Thunder's battle here, I just want to take it, you know, please click on the link below. I will be eternally grateful if you guys would go ahead and do that for me. fill out the survey, and just thank you guys so much. I want you guys to be a part of the future of the channel, and this is really the way for you guys to voice your opinions on where we go. So yeah, we've got 1 or 2 more battles here, so let's jump into them, alright? Here we go. Thank you, Thunder, so much for your submission. Alright guys, here we go. Gaming Logic UHC. First time submission for us here on the Subday challenges, but thank you, sir, very, very much for your submission. He led off with, who did he lead off with? I just kind of missed it there. Not Gabite, Deuceclops. Yeah, he led off with his Deuceclops, and was able to get the burn off on the Gabite, which is going to be useful to him later in the battle. He gets the taunt off on the Kecleon, but Kecleon was having nothing to do with that anyway, going for the knockoff and doing hard damage to the Deuceclops. Shadow Snake's going to come in, do a little bit, but not really a whole lot, especially considering Gaming Logic's able to land the Pain Split there and force out the Kecleon. Nightshade doesn't do a whole lot to Grumpig, considering it's super effective, but we're going to see some heal bells flowing here, a little bit of a Pain Split, neither person gaining a whole lot of ground. Although that special defense hit is going to potentially be dangerous for the Deuceclops considering the Shadow Ball, but forces out the Grumpig, allowing Gaming Logic to land another Pain Split before the Boom Burst takes down the Deuceclops. At which point the Larion comes back in, and Gabite is going to return to the field as well, fixed from the burn thanks to the heal bell. And Larion, with the speed boost, is able to come in and land some good moves on the Gabite before being taken down by the Earthquake. Kadabra at that point comes in, lands the Dazzling Gleam, and is going to take the Gabite off the field. Swellow comes in with the Boom Burst, takes Kadabra down to his Sash, but is going to die itself to a Psychic just after the point. Kecleon comes in with the Shadow Sneak and finishes off the weakened Kadabra, leaving the field open for Fletchinder to come in, take some hard damage from the rocks, but all in all have enough left in it to take out the Kecleon. Tangela comes in, is going to tank that Surf, no problem, but the Sludge Wave is going to take care of it before it has the ability to land any grass moves that would prove difficult for the Seismitoad to handle. Magneton's going to come in, get a Flash Cannon off, but ultimately be wrecked by the Seismitoad. And then Fletchinger is going to come in, get the priority acrobatics off, kill the Seismitoad, kill the Grumpig, and then they're down to their grass fighting Verizon, which is going to stand no chance against the acrobatics. So Gaming Logic pulls out a clutch last minute win, a 1 HP Fletchinger taking out half of its team. So yeah, a great little battle there from Gaming Logic. Thank you, sir, for your first submission. I hope we see lots more from you, because this was a very fun battle. Some cool Pokemon that we didn't really see on many of the other teams. And yeah, so thank you, Gaming Logic, so much. Guys, let's check out my battle, shall we? Alright guys, and here we go with my battle for the NFE challenge, and I decided to go with an interesting conglomeration of Pokemon here. So we've got Tip-Tup all grown up as a Wartortle. We have Candy, an old Little Cup favorite who was banned. We've got Cowslip the Weeping Bell. We have Saphira, another Little Cup ban. We have Gumby the Sliggoo. And then that was Bandit, who was just out throwing up the rocks and taking out the golems. So Tip-Tup's going to come in and start knocking away at the Raticate. He's going to throw up the Swords Dance and the Sucker Punch, but thankfully Tip-Tup has the defenses to withstand that, and he's able to take care of the boosted Raticate, which works out very nicely. Unfortunately, Tip-Tup's going to go down to the Electrode. I was hoping that maybe he would set up and I could get a Rapid Spin off before Tip-Tup went down, but unfortunately it was not meant to be. Bring Cowslip in, and thankfully they switch into the one Pokemon that would not foil my plans, and the Sleep Powder landed, which allowed me to get a knockoff on Kadabra before Cowslip goes down. Saphira at that point is going to come in, and she's going to throw up the Protect, and then obviously evade the Psychic. The Speed Boost is going to get us going, which is going to get me fast enough to outspeed the Kadabra and take it out with a Bug Buzz. Going to continue to boost speed here, etc. Throw throwing up the Protect here just in case, because Electrode is crazy fast. It's like 400 something speed, as opposed to Saphira's base like 289. So wanted to make sure we were definitely fast enough, and unfortunately the Bug Buzz is not enough to kill, although it will be useful to us here later. Candy then comes in, and well, Jumpluff sets up the substitute. I get the Belly Drum off, which is going to set us up. Citrus Berry is going to get Unburden all set up. And then they're going to load the Leech Seed, which is going to, again, tick away at Candy. Unfortunately, we missed the Play Rough here and take an Acrobatics, so puts us real close to bottom. And we get one Play Rough off, which is going to kill Jumpluff. And then Spooktastic comes in with the Shadow Sneak to kill Candy before she can land a probably Flatal Play Rough. Gumby's going to come in at this point and evade the Will-O-Wisp and start throwing up Ice Beams. And we get the freeze here, which is nice. Probably not in any way necessary. I doubt Spooktastic had anything that would really that I would really be worried about with Gumby. So yeah, we're gonna kill that thing, and then Electrode's gonna come in and just about die to Rock's damage. It has the hidden power Ice, but it does almost nothing, and Gumby's able to take him out. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this episode. I apologize again for the delay. And I hope you guys will forgive me. Remember to check out the link to the survey in the description. And for next week, we didn't have anybody submit a challenge in the comments of last episode. Make sure you guys do that this episode. Not only your replays, but come up with some challenges. But I remember from several episodes ago, I went back and tried to look for it and could not find it. But what we're going to be doing this week is the Champion Challenge. And so what you need to do is pick a champion, pick your favorite champion, Cynthia, Blue, Lance, whoever it is, and take their team and win a battle with them. That's all you got to do. Take their team exactly as it was in the game, though. So natures and EVs or whatever, you know, whatever, but exact same moves as in, and if there's items, you got to use the same items. All right. So yeah, Champion Challenge, whatever tier you want to do it in, I don't care. Go wild. If you want to even do Little Cup and devolve everybody, who am I to stand in the way of that? I will never discourage Little Cup usage, but yeah, so there we go. Champion Challenge for next week. Again, make sure to put your challenge suggestions in the description below. Make sure to fill out the survey because I know you guys are awesome and will do that for me. So just a final reminder. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I've been Tortimer the Great and you guys have been great. Have a good one.